You are listening to the Spiritual Warrior Coach with Barbara Savin, the podcast for discovering how powerful your wisdom, compassion, and courage is. Get ready to join Barbara and her guests as they explore and offer you advice on how to reclaim your power, your energy, and your authentic self. And now, here's the host of the show, Barbara Savin.
For joining me today, and welcome to the Spiritual Warrior Coach podcast. I'm your host, Barbara Savin, and I am here to help you reclaim your power, your energy, and your authentic self. You know, I am a certified clinical and medical hypnotherapist, Reiki master and teacher, energy healing specialist, life coach, and best-selling author of Gentle Energy Touch, the Beginner's Guide to Hands-On Healing. You know, I have been helping my clients for over 35 years, and the older I get, the more wisdom seems to come through. So isn't it time that you believe in yourself? You know, your mind is going to provide you with your greatest challenges in life because it's so very, very powerful. So let's use that mind for positive thinking, creating harmony, balance, peace, love, happiness, and anything else that your heart desires, because one day the world will tap you on your shoulder and say, this is your time to shine. And speaking about shining, I'm going to bring on my guest right now. How are you, Zach?
Hi, Barbara. I'm good. How's it going?
Oh, good. So let me tell my listeners about you. Zach Schleien is the co-founder and CEO of the video speed dating app, Filteroff. Filteroff has been featured in publications such as the New York Times, BBC, and hit #1 on Product Hunt. And previously, Zach ran and sold the dating blog Romp, which covered dating hacks and apps for the modern dater. And Zach is also a TEDx speaker, and his passions lie in technology, health, and creating authentic connections. And when Zach is not working, he loves to travel the world, listen to podcasts, and work out. So welcome again. How are you this morning?
I'm really good. How are you?
Good, good. So let me ask you, how did all this get started for you?
Yeah, so I was an avid online dater, and I went on and used many dating apps, and it was a long process, a process of swiping, matching, messaging back and forth. And then if it led to a date, oftentimes there was no chemistry, or they didn't necessarily look like their photos. And it was just a very frustrating process. And I asked my dates beforehand if they'd be open to video chatting. I was like, I just want to match with them, get to know them, and cut this process by 90%. And the ones that agreed, it made all the difference in the world. And around the same time, I was building different communities and had this passion again for online dating and authentic creating connection, and realized I wanted to create a platform to provide a more streamlined and authentic experience for daters around the world. And that's how we came up with Filteroff.
Wow. So it's a video dating app. So that's different than I would assume a lot of the other ones. I have not been on any dating apps. I mean, I'm married 53 years, so I don't even know what this is even about. It's crazy out there, isn't it?
I mean, there are a lot of dating apps, but they're all about the profile picture, the bio. They're swipe apps, essentially.
Oh.
Our platform is a video first experience, so it goes beyond the profile. It allows you to connect authentically with other singles through a video first experience.
Yeah, because you know the picture could be quite many years old.
For sure.
And then all of a sudden you meet them in person and it's, this is not the person I saw in the picture. So yeah, I can see where yours would be very authentic, and having them connect the way we do here on Zoom, so we can see one another and you can feel that energy and know whether or not that would be the right, maybe person to have a cup of coffee with.
Yep, definitely. 100%.
So, getting back to the swiping ones, do you think that was bad for their mental health? For people that actually look for dates?
Yeah, I mean, the swipe app, so Tinder, really popularized online dating in the mainstream. It was about 2012, 2013. And however, there have been a number of studies on how a lot of these dating apps lead to depression. These like quick hookups there's an article about Grindr users and how depressed and anxious they felt after using Grindr, which has it's for LGBTQ plus community. So yeah, the majority of dating apps do not provide a very healthy experience. They're more so focused on the rush, the dopamine hit, every match, every message, but not leading to authentic connection.
Yeah, so that would make it really challenging. So with those apps, did they actually speak just on the phone, or how does that work?
Yeah, I mean, most apps, they're swipe apps. So you create a profile, you add photos, you add bios, witty pickup lines, and you're swiping literally right or left to see whether you like them or not. Yeah, and then if both of you swipe right, you're a match, where then you could then message. So you can see there's a lot of
it's crazy.
How it's constructed is not very healthy.
Yeah, I would rather speak to that person like the way we are right now, because it feels better. I mean, how do you know they're not a crazy person or something?
Or vice versa. Sometimes people just can't take good photos. They're not great, or they don't have the best texting game and witty pickup lines, and it's just a disadvantage. And isn't the whole point of dating to actually get to know people and see if they're the right fit? Not like, how is his texting game, or this girl's texting game?
And texting is so out of control right now that it's out of content. When someone may say something to you and we take it a different way, that could be actually stopping someone from going on a date with somebody, because it's taken out of content. So doing like this video, I feel it would be, I mean, if it was in my time when we had, if we had video, which we didn't, I would have definitely chose, video. So you were one of the first ones then to come out with all this.
Yeah, we've changed a bit. We're very focused on events. We also allow different communities, so nonprofits, religious organizations, Facebook groups, matchmakers, really anyone who has a community, runs community, they could create their own events on the Filteroff platform for free. And it's a great way for them to grow their audience, provide a fun activity for their audience, and they can even sell tickets on our platform. So it's easy and it's fun. And so we've taken a very different approach to a very community-based dating and meeting like-minded singles.
Mm-hmm. And that I feel is again, use the word authentic. It truly is, because then you can feel which person is right for you. And so now with this other platform that you've created, so how do they actually get onto it?
Yeah, it's available on Android, iOS, as well as the web. Getfilteroff.com or Filteroff in the app stores, and they create an account. It's quick, and then they can start browsing different events that interest them.
Wow, so that's you're really broadening this dating line.
Yeah, just introducing a new way to online date, one that allows you to connect with humans. Yeah,
I'm curious, do you get feedback from some of your the people that are on there, that they found somebody that they are now dating steadily? And have you found somebody for yourself on there? I'm curious.
Yeah, so I've used it. I've been on dates. I'm currently dating someone I'm in real life. But yeah, I mean, Filteroff every day. I think I found my person. A lot of times, right? Like, they delete the app when they may have found their person, or may not. So it is really special to see that. We've gotten the New York Times covered us for a marriage we actually created, which was really amazing. So we've created now a number of marriages. We've hosted now over 6,000 virtual speed dating events since the pandemic. So a lot of success and a lot of good stories.
Now, talking about the pandemic, has that actually impacted, online dating? Do you see, or do you feel that more people are actually looking online than in person?
Yeah, so there's definitely been this like process during the pandemic. In the very beginning, a lot of people, right, they stopped meeting up in person. They turned market because they didn't want to be in person and they couldn't. While others joined the online dating market because they were so lonely and disconnected. But I think a lot of people were lonely and disconnected. And Filteroff was able to provide them this experience connected with other singles. Also, given the prevalence of Zoom being used for work, chatting with friends and loved ones on FaceTime, video just became kind of a no big deal for people. Before the pandemic, oftentimes people thought it was weird to go on video chat with a complete stranger, yet they would be open to going to a bar with someone they've never met. And during the pandemic, this sentiment switched. Now people feel like, what are you hiding if you're not willing to go on video? So there's been a total 180 in this industry that's been obviously very beneficial to us. I think the culture has sped up to the acceptance of the technology of video. Culture and tech are very important. Like if culture doesn't allow for the technology, it can never break into the market. And the pandemic sped up that acceptance by 3 to 5 years. So yeah, but now singles like video chatting before they meet in person. And they care about their time so much. They just they care about quality over quantity. And I call these people intentional daters.
Yeah, I know from my, if I had to date, which I probably wouldn't, honestly, after being married all these years, I would look to do a video to make sure I feel comfortable with that person before meeting him, or her in Starbucks or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. It's like you have nothing to lose.
Well, yeah. How long has your app actually been up and running?
Yeah, so we got a beta in February 2020, so 1 month before the pandemic hit the United States. But we started a few years ago, so we've been working on this for the last 4 years. But it's really taken off in April 2020 when we got BBC, New York Times coverage.
Yeah, I would assume. Now, is it curious? Is it international or is it just here in the United States or?
Yeah. So the majority of our users are US based, but we have users and events all over the world. Actually, someone from Israel just created an event this morning for they run a speed dating company and they wanted an ability to sell tickets on our platform and bring in some additional revenue. We have events in Sydney, Australia, London.
Wow.
We have in different cities in Africa, and we've done some in real life events as well, even in Latin America. So we've done a mix of mostly virtual, but have added a sprinkling of in real life too. But it's around the world.
It's around the world. Wow, that's incredible. You should be so proud of yourself for creating something so incredible. And you probably said to yourself, why hasn't anyone thought about it before? But it takes, an intelligent mind and someone that has somewhat challenges, with just dating, with that swiping app, to understand the importance of something that is video.
Yeah, I think that's where great companies are made, right? When it's something that you're super passionate about. And for me, it's around creating authentic connection and seeing this total gap. Like, why aren't people willing to connect, or like, why aren't swipe apps leading to authentic connection? It's just how they're constructed. So yeah, it was like kind of a no-brainer for me. But again, in the very beginning, the culture did not accept video. People thought what I was doing was absolutely weird and silly. But I pushed ahead because I was like, this is the way I believe and how I would love to see the world, how they date.
And good for you. You stay true to what you felt, and you created an incredible situation for everyone. that is looking to date. Now, is there an age? I'm curious, like what is the average age? I mean, can teenagers go on this app to look for, someone in their area? Or is it just for, people that are over, say, 18 or 21?
It's 18 plus, but we have users that are 18. We have users in their 70s. We've created a platform that, given that's events-based, we have like college events, but we also have events for widowed singles. So it's all sorts of ages. The median age, it definitely skews older. Our platform versus other swipe apps. Again, because of our app, that it is an experience. You're actually meeting singles. It forces you to kind of be vulnerable. It tracks a bit older of a demographic than someone who's just swiping because they're bored. So yeah.
Do you think there's a need for like teenage apps? Teenagers like 16, 17?
Yeah, I mean, we're 18 plus, given just different laws, and we just don't want to.
Also,
So yeah, I mean, there's just, when it comes to dating, there's just a slew of challenges when you introduce under 18, and we take that very seriously. So we do make sure it's 18 and above, and we have reporting features in the app. So for the safety, we just don't want to go into the market for minors at this time.
Now, how do you, like people that join your app, do you filter them out? Do you do some type of background check on them? I'm just curious how that works.
Yeah, I mean, it's tied to their phone number. So that when you use Filteroff, given it's your identity tied to your phone number, I mean, no one else can see that. But if we ensure that they are a real user. And being a video first experience, you can't catfish, can't lie about who you say, versus a swipe app where you could chat for months and not know who that person is. With Filteroff, like, people are going on video, and if they do anything silly, like, you just report them and we remove them from the app. And that rarely happens because people are on their best behavior when it comes to video.
Wow. So that's, I would feel very safe. Let's put it that way, using your Filteroff without a doubt.
Yeah.
Because I know that you take care of those that are on this, app. You're very mindful of them. And if there is a situation, you remove them.
Yeah. I mean, we take privacy and security really seriously on Filteroff. And we just want users to feel safe, for sure.
Well, that's very important, because I know for myself, I would have, if I've actually mentioned the Filteroff to some of my friends that are single. So, and I says, I really feel this is a good one because you can video and not just, text message.
Yeah.
Because I'm really, in my heart of hearts, texting is fine, but it just doesn't feel right sometimes.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So, all right. So you have a girlfriend, and where do you live? Florida?
I live in New York City.
Oh, in New York City. Oh, my hometown. For some reason, I thought you lived in Florida. So how do you, balance all this, balance your life and then running this huge, application?
Yeah. I mean, a few months ago, I actually had a full-time job. I went full-time recently on Filteroff in October. We're growing our team now. We just hired our first employee. So it's awesome to be now fully all in. This has been a dream of mine since college, to run my own company and do so independently financially. And it's pretty dream come true experience. Just also really into like discipline, sleeping enough. I eat really clean. I don't do like sugar or carbohydrates. I have a trainer. I work out with him on Zoom 4 days a week. So I take like health, and I meditate. I'm just very into noticing and being present, and trying to remove anything that is inhibiting me or bothering me, or at least not always remove it, but at least confront it. So,
Well, good for you, because a lot of people, well, I think more and more people are beginning to get that and understand how important it is to take care of our health and be fit and eat healthy. Because, this is the only body that we have, and you can't get a refund for it. That's for sure. And you can't exchange it in any way. So it's so important that we take care of ourselves. And do you feel by taking care of yourself, you have more concentration on your application on the Filteroff?
On Filteroff, yeah. I mean, it's.
Oh, I keep on saying Filteroff. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Filteroff. Yeah. Yeah, no worries. I mean, yeah, I think, like you said, you hit the nail on the head. You have to take care of yourself. Like, if you're not taking care of yourself, how can you justify that you're taking care of your users, taking care of your app, like, or your company, your potentially investors? So, like, yeah, I mean, it starts with you, and you have to really treat yourself well. And yeah, it's so important for me. My own health, physical, nutritional, mental health. That's always been important last like 10 years for me. So,
and it's important. So where do you see, I guess, that not just, your application, but video dating, where do you see the future of it?
Yeah, I think, first of all, as telecommunications infrastructure improves, that makes our app better, right? With the advent of now, like, introduction of 5G, in different countries, they still use 3G, right? Some are now introducing 4G. They may be a little behind. Some are ahead. So that only helps our app because of more connectivity. That's one thing. Two, as culture continues to accept video, I think the US is a bit further ahead than much of the world. But yeah, I mean, in a few years, I would say that much of the world will start seeing video the same way as the US now, or even further. Zoom, as more people work remotely, people just get used to it, and it becomes the norm. So I just see cultural acceptance, telecommunications infrastructure, and yeah, I hopefully Filteroff will continue to be large, and it will reach many more people than it does now. And yeah, so I'm so excited for video.
Oh yeah, I am too. When I began this podcast last year in August, I was hesitant about doing the video, but then I decided to do the video because it's nice to see who you're talking to. And the amazing thing is that I've had people throughout the whole world on my podcast, and it's so nice to have that connection. And then, you can feel their energy, how they're authentic, and you make friends that way.
Yeah, for sure. Efficient.
Thing. Yeah.
Very efficient. You can chat with someone on the other side of the world. You could chat with them, even if they're in the same city, just like you chat. If you have that chemistry, you vibe, then you could meet for coffee or drink or dinner. You don't necessarily have to meet someone in person on that first call anymore, which saves you time, saves you money. It's just efficient.
Yeah, without a doubt, it is. Boy, I wish we had something like this in the 1960s. I don't think we even had, no, we didn't even have cell phones. We had the dial phones.
Yeah. The internet came out, right? Like 70s, 60s, 70s.
Something. Yeah. Well, I think in the 70s. Yeah. It's amazing how technology is just like booming. And the fact that we can just see one another, it amazes me.
Yeah, it's really it's incredible. Yeah.
I'm curious, what did you do before starting all this?
I mean, I've run a number of businesses before this. I was working full time. I was working for Johnson & Johnson. I've run a mental health community called 18%. I ran a dating blog called Top Romp. I ran a paleo muffin company called Lift Protein Muffins.
Oh,
So I've tried a number of different projects and companies. So I've really I've learned a lot over the last 10 years of running companies.
wow. And now you have a true winner. Let me tell you, you really do. So, and I had interviewed someone 2 weeks ago, and she actually mentioned your dating app. And that's what got me into looking, who are you? So, because I was curious. But so where can people like find you, and how do they get on this app actually?
Yeah, so it's totally free. Again, it's on Android, iOS, and web. The website is getfilteroff.com. But if you search Filteroff in any of the app stores, you'll see it too. And if you're an organization, a community, a nonprofit, and you want to run your own virtual speeding event, you could create that also in the app or on the website as well. So very easy to use and very easy to get started.
I bet your parents are really proud.
They are. Thank you.
Do you have any brothers or sisters? I'm curious.
I have an older brother. Yeah.
Oh, is he married, or has he used your app?
He has used my app. I don't know. I find it's always having a brother. Like, I'm like, I don't want him to use my app. Like, I don't want people. Yeah. So it's always a little, yeah. But he's used it. And he lives in Philadelphia, 2.5 years older.
Ah, okay. Well, that's nice. And I guess I would assume your friends that are single are using your app also.
Yeah, they definitely use my app. They have shared, friends of the founder. I think people like to share that. But yeah, I mean, in the very beginning, starting Filteroff, that's basically all it was. Like, how did you learn about this app? Through Zach. Now it's never that case. Like, we've grown so large now, where it's people around the world, and it's really cool to see.
Oh, it's nice. I'm so happy for you. Believe me.
Thank you.
It thrills me to see someone like yourself be very successful with an idea that people weren't sure about, and then you just stuck with it, and now look where you are.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, good for you. Good for you. Well, one more time, where can they find Filteroff?
Yeah, Android, iOS, and web. But yeah, thank you so much for having me, and hopefully some of your listeners use it and maybe find some love or help facilitate others finding love and connection. So I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, it's finding that right person is the world, believe me. And I know I found the right person, back in the 60s. So, and we've been married a long time, and we know each other actually 58 years. So it's a long time.
Yeah.
And it's a long time to love somebody and be dedicated and have that communication and everything else.
No,
So find Zach, find this Filteroff app, and go online and start dating and finding that right person, right? Well, again, thank you so much today, Zach. And thank you for listening to this podcast, The Spiritual Warrior Coach. And I hope that you heard what you needed to hear. And visit me at motivateyourlife.net. And please subscribe to this YouTube channel, again, Spiritual Warrior Coach. And I'm also on Spotify, Apple, iHeart, and we're actually seen internationally, which is a beautiful thing. So please, like it and subscribe. And maybe for those of you that are interested in learning energy healing, check out my book on Amazon, Gentle Energy Touch, The Beginner's Guide to Hands-on Healing. So again, thank you, Zach, for taking this time out of your busy day for this interview. And I'm wishing everybody a beautiful, it's Valentine's week, right? Valentine's
Monday.
Yeah, Monday is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody, mothers, fathers, babies, everybody. It's all about love. So have a beautiful week filled with love and with light. Love, Barbara.